Now to the opening statements in court today for the Indianapolis man who's accused of shooting and killing nearly all his family. Raymond Childs III tonight is accused of killing his parents, his 13-year-old sister, 18-year-old brother, and his brother's 19-year-old pregnant girlfriend. Our Logan Gay joins us in the newsroom tonight with what we heard in court today. Logan?
Scott Childs was tried for the murder earlier this year, but the judge declared a mistrial over something that was said during witness testimony. Now attorneys are back in court again, combing through the details from that early morning back in 2021. Raymond Childs III sat in court once again, listening to the prosecutor and his defense attorney lay out the gruesome details of his family's murder. It happened in the early morning hours back in January 2021. The prosecution says the shooting started upstairs.
He shot his brother once in the back of the head as he was watching television. Next to Elijah in bed was Elijah's girlfriend, Kiara Hawkins. The defendant shot her once through her right ear.
Kiara was 9 months pregnant at the time. The prosecution says Child's 13-year-old sister died next.
He shot her once in the chest and left her for dead on the floor of her bedroom.
Then the prosecution says Childs III went to the basement where his parents were and allegedly killed them too.
I love you, Raymond, were the last words of Raymond Childs II.
And the prosecution says Childs didn't know it, but his younger brother was also in the basement at the time of the shooting.
He watched as his brother went into the basement. He heard the brief struggle. He heard his father's last words, and he heard the gunshots.
The prosecution team says the younger brother escaped the house but was allegedly chased down the street and shot. Officers say they talked to the younger brother before he went into surgery and asked him who fired the shot. Investigators say the teenager told them,
My brother, Raymond Ronald Lee Childs III.
But Childs III defense team says he was not at the house that night. They say he was at his girlfriend's house after being kicked out by his dad. And they say 2 guns were used, suggesting 2 shooters. They allege Childs III is in court because of a misguided investigation and misidentification.
First, when he talked to the officers, he said he couldn't be sure who the perpetrator was. He also used the word they when referencing the shooters. And he couldn't be sure that he saw his brother with a gun that night. Both weapons were used upstairs, and both weapons were used downstairs, inconsistent with there being just one shooter. You'll also see no physical evidence tying Raymond Childs III to those weapons. No fingerprints, no DNA.
Childs faces a maximum sentence of life in prison without parole if convicted.
Logan, thanks so much.